Alright, part 2 of the Gridania main story quest line.
Look, someone's already here.
Oh boy. Ida, your AR voice factor is... Oof.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
Although you're not wrong about that.
It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the Twelveswood, we almost ended up as a treeless dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papalymo's fault, of course. Though, he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong.
No, not this one. Not even close. Kupo!
You know her, Kuplo Cobb?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kuplo Cobb seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Yeah, much like the Heaven's Ward, Papalymo, and Ida.
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
It seems we have little choice.
Appreciate the heal, Papalymo, but I really don't need it. remember meeting Ida and Papalimos, sure, but not dealing with... Huh. Weird. Again, why would a tree be having a crystal? With the old one, you can make the argument that Tancred and Lady were looking for the crystal.
Feel. Think.
That got stolen by a void scent, and then we recovered it from there. But this one feels a little more contrived. Unless the Ascian had something to do with it, which still is a little bit odd.
Crystal bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
So I wonder, are they from different shards?
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our
Ixal.
culprit, it would seem. An Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain.
That might explain how the crystal got here. How did the Ixal get it, though?
That they would venture this deep into enemy territory. The beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an
Better?
excellent chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida? Oh, loud, tactless. Much the same as
Giant
always.
crystals? Can't say I've seen any. Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Oh, that's an obnoxious voice.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
Bannock? Oh, it said Bannock. Might just be that voice actress.
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless... you don't know what's going on either.
I'm gonna hold my tongue. No Stormwood blood spoilers here, but I'm gonna hold my tongue.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Though... I think, given how they're interacting here, I'm not so sure why Papalimo would really be wanting to keep up this charade for her sake. It's interesting because the Papalimo and the Heavensward patch content is a much more agreeable character than he is initially here. I think it gets better during the course of AR. I don't remember; it's been such a long time, which is funny because I started in Shadowbringers. But yeah. The voice actors here really are not scratching the itch on my back. Cynthia, it's good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you have been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I am relieved to find that you none worse for the experience. But tell me, were you able to discover at Lifemend Stump? Sword in the stump and a dead Ixal. I can say with absolute certainty this blade is of excelling origin. It is a kind used exclusively in Beastman's rituals. Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could they possibly drive them to take such a risk? I fear something's afoot. What's that? A dubious couple sporting particular spectacles. So you have finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalimo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from distant land and have been with us since before the calamity. The guard may appear outlandish and the exchange is baffling, but never once have they given us callous to doubt them. Indeed, they often help assist the gods Quiver and wood whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Saithia. And although our known visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence of the Exali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate enough to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Cynthia's injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sword to complete their unfinished duty. Task is simple, put down as many of the local Chico population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to the Monrangoon and Gilbert Spire. You will answer any queries you have. Now I have other business to attend to. You must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. It seems, however, you had a little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent to the Trappers League immediately. Unless you wanted the eggs... Seriously? These egg sacs are done just... Yep. Unless you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo you see is one of the few creatures are capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any healer who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the heroine population here in Gridania. It's a long time ago, of course. With medicine not available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. I wonder if it was related to the bubonic plague. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League and with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat the requests of the conjurers. And as if the poor showing wasn't bad enough, the lowly delivered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by the Hera Pauline herself. While attempting to instill some backbone into a called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hera Pauline at the Gabanos Bower? According to my recruit's rope tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records of surveyors who opened 2 boxes of survey instruments stored about the interior cave just south of here. It's no wonder the Danfo didn't lose his boots. Mission watch over you. Fun fact, first time I played through this, I think I actually died in this area. I think I was trying to go for a wild style group pull and got overwhelmed. Let's cure myself when I don't need it. Kill one mob. Gain 26 XP from the phage. Let's see here. I wouldn't mind living in this forest. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. For this first sign of danger, you say? I see. Well, not as all is lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes brought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelves wood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with the surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Let's do that. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might I assist you in thinning the number of animals on Naked Rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in an area. Often of late, however, the meditations have too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts are going to be aggressive by the day. The numbers have continued to grow ever since the advent of the 7th Umbrella era, you see, forcing packs of the skilled kin to come down from the mountains in search of food. You could say a handful of the beasts that would instead lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the animals that remain within the territory. I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break the spiraling growth, then we must also target the future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning the balance of this area to the forest. I learned 2 skills from that level up? Cool. helpful. Where is it? It's behind this rock again. I think it's behind this rock. Nope. Oh, I got out of this circle. Oh, it's up there. Ha! Only kill the requisite number of mobs. And don't aggro anything else. I love it. If you returned. Now my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, I ask you to deliver to Subil Kazman at the Bannock. I know eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. The perfect meal for a soldier. She'll be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Who goes? Oh, say it's you. Another delivery. I'm not certain I should be the one to. Nafika. That's not an old egg. The troops have guided indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say Herod Pauline sent you on this errand. I hear the animals are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed to task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Sainthia. Sainthia, thank God you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Listen, well, we're having much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirithold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to this forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the right of returning. Alas, it would seem that something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards were attacked by a towering shadow. You heard me true, a shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support. I sent them to repel an Xali incursion into the west shroud near Bellago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear they somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, so I bid you to go to Spirithold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. Of course I will. I know you will not let me down. You have all the support I can muster. Now we are racing against time, so you best make haste. Why is the dungeon marker for Hockey Manor is there? Probably best if it didn't show up until I actually unlocked it. Who goes there? An adventure, is it? You had instructed Galfred's request, you say? Thank the matron. Unless you already know this, but a towering shadow had manifested without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the raid. Most of this party had been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Great shadow towering over me. 112's good grace. An adventure. Please, you must save the hero. Galfred sent you? I'm no longer of use here. Please, pray help the hero in my stead. Away, Valvian! Away, I say! Defy you! I defy you! Oh. An adventurer. We were ambushed. Ambushed in the midst of the ritual. And then... I am not sure what happened. You were sent to help. I fear you're too late. The ritual has failed. I must return to Gridania. The seeds here must know of this. That thing was not elemental, but being born of darkness. The hero language is alone in depth. You must help him. And here we are at the stopping point for this segment.